I want to get back into playing 40K. Like, it's just playing it. Because I like playing 40K.
It just takes forever.
It does. It's like D&D. Like, you have to plan
for
it.
Like
you have to
6 hours out of your day.
Yeah. You just have to be like, okay, well, today I'm playing 40K.
Yeah.
I guess some people, like... Obviously, there's some people who are like, I could get up and do that every day. I can't do that every day, but I could probably do it like once a week. Me and my dad used to get together every Sunday morning and play. And that was like a thing that we did. And we'd play from like 10 to 4.
Yeah.
Now that he's had his stroke, he can't do math anymore, so we can't play 40K anymore. But I wonder if like I hit him right with a hammer in some way.
Yeah, jog the memories.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, just, put him back the way that he was. Because, the stroke is just like, it's just like a blockage in the brain where it, like, kills a part of the brain.
So you can get, like, a plunger.
Oh, a plunger hooked up to an electrical panel.
And then he, put that...
Yeah, like on the back.
On his temple.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Get that blockage out of there.
You know what? That would probably work. It's like the same thing as a defibrillator. It'd be a defibrillator, but for your brain.
Right.
Why has nobody tried this before?
I'm sure ethic boards probably.
No, I mean, like, as long as you can, like, you're fixing something with it, Like, what's the harm? So you put little electric plungers on a guy, like, oh, big whoop. If it fixes his brain, then good.
Well, it's the testing part, isn't it?
Oh, you don't want to do it to animals.
Yeah.
That's fair. Humans, I mean, like, as long as there's results, It'd be a very good way to get rid of political opponents.
A minority.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. If they're a minority, then obviously. It's probably actually fucked up how many people in Mississippi do you think underwent, shock therapy for almost no other reason than that they were a minority?
Oh, yeah, like...
it had to have happened.
60% maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
Dude.
Like a lot.
My grandfather went through it. My grandfather had Huntington's disease.
I mean, it's just like one of those things where people are like, we didn't have ADHD back in my day.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
People would literally just beat.
Or, yeah. Have you seen The Odyssey
kids with
yet?
ADHD.
There's a scene in The Odyssey where they have puppies, and like one of the dogs has puppies, and the scene just starts with the guy holding each puppy and going, and just throwing them off a cliff. And then like he just picks up the next one, goes, and throws the next one. Like, I'm like, that used to be reality.
Right.
Yeah. You used to like have your animal had animals, and you go, maybe I'll keep one. I'll throw the other ones off a cliff.
Yeah, that's true. What like?
You think you'd do that if you had like octuplets? You're like, well, I can't afford to feed all of them.
If I lived back like where the resources were hard, maybe.
You go down the road to the bridge.
To the rock.
Yeah.
To the cliff.
No, yeah. You just take them to over the river.
But that's probably how like Messiah beings were basically born. Messiah.
Oh, Messiah. Okay, yeah. Messiah.
Like
so like Moses
was like attempted at like killing a baby.
Yeah, I mean, like, it had to be, right? Like, and then somebody was like, "It's
no,
heaven."
That was
Moses.
Yeah.
That's how you get around it. So you have like 8 children, right?
Yeah.
You name 6 of them Moses, and then you put them in baskets, and you put them in the river. Now what you've done?
7 of them get eaten by Nile crocodiles.
Yes, yeah. But like, it's your religious right as an American to have freedom of religion, and my religion says, I name 6 of my children Moses, and I put them in the river, and then God will sort them out. Welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I thought, did we not already do this?
No, we didn't do it already. No, we're only 4 minutes in.
Maybe I'm thinking about last episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was an hour ago.
I will.
Yeah, time has not passed for you at all. You're still sitting in the same like realm of stoned.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little less stoned. Do
you find that the marijuana like reduces your ability to tell time?
Oh yeah,
Does
badly.
It? Yeah. Badly. I always had it's really bad for my depth perception. If I smoke and get high, I feel like I'm this close to the ground, Like I always feel like
fucks with your like center of gravity.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm 3 feet shorter.
I think Kratom did that for me.
Yeah. I had like the urge today to somebody was talking about like opiates, and I had that addictive urge where I was like, I could just go get some, get high.
I could shit myself.
Yeah, I could just go and get high. And then I was like, this is how it happens. This exact scenario. This is why people in like addiction clinics are like, oh, avoid triggers. And I'm like, how am I supposed to avoid being in an area where somebody's like, yeah, I had some pills and it was fucking sick. You know, like how am I supposed to avoid that?
Bro, I was popping 4 Xanax.
What are you? Is that why people who are addicts just like go hard into Christianity and going to church?
Yes.
Because it's like that's the least chance you'll have of running into
when
people.
It constantly puts you in a position of being around people who would judge you harsh, like you would be immediately
That's
cast
a good point.
out.
Yeah, it's a good point. It keeps you honest.
Yeah.
There's
like,
a lady
there's
at
pressure there.
There's a lady at a music thing that I go to, and when she shows up, she's like obviously like used to be a meth addict or something, and she writes songs, and all of her songs are about how much she loves Jesus, and like they're not bad or anything, but they just come off as like they're very derivative. It just sounds like every other contemporary Christian song,
right?
You know, it's just not. I don't know what it is about contemporary Christian music to where it all sounds the same. I don't know why.
Because there's only so much material you can get out of worship music.
Yeah, no, but why is there not like some guy out there making
then, like,
Christian Tool?
Whenever
you know?
you further extrapolate that, because a lot of them, in my experience, a lot of them don't actually want to do that type of deep.
They just don't like music, really. Like they.
Well, it's either. Well, they don't. It's not that they don't like music. I think it's the fact that like words like with Tool, they do like that crazy stuff where they measure, like they do a lot of math in their music, right? There's like I don't know. I guess this love of math that they put into it.
That's love of music theory. Yeah.
Right. These people don't have that same love of Christianity. It's just like they're in this cult of whatever. You know, using like the academic terms, they're more in like the cult of the church than they so far are like
the cult of music.
Yeah, or like into like Christianity itself. Like a lot of these people, you got to remember, the average person within Christianity doesn't really read the Bible.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's what the pastor's for.
Right.
That's why.
So, like they just know the basic stories that everyone learns as a kid.
You know what's weird is that it's been that way for like 2,000 years.
Right.
Like that was a problem even back then, was like you had a guy and he explained the Bible to you, or he explained the Torah to you, and then you only had like one of those guys in town, and then he'd be like, don't be doing that, and you'd be like, why not? He'd be like, says it in the Torah, and you'd be like, man, what the fuck doesn't it say in the goddamn Torah?
Yeah, it's because my Bible told me so.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus loves me.
That has to be like the most Protestant song though.
The most Protestant, in my head,
because like there's no way a Catholic
God is an awesome God.
Nah, dude, because like there's no way a Catholic can go because the Bible told me so. Because y'all aren't allowed to read the Bible.
That's true. We can't read. Catholics. That's a big thing about Catholics, and people don't know. We specifically don't learn to read so that the priest can show us what's in the Bible and read to us.
You gotta be a Lutheran.
Yeah. Well,
or a derivative of a Lutheran.
Yeah. You get, if you do a sin, you fuck up, you go to confession, and then you pay your penance. You know, you get a what are they called? Where you pay
a flogging. Well,
no, that's if you don't have the money to pay. That's something you have to do yourself.
How much debt do you have to be into the church?
An indulgence
until you go to hell.
It's a good question. How in debt to the Roman Catholic Pope do you have to be before you end up in hell?
Yeah.
Like, is it? Because like, let's say like you owe the Pope $20. Like, you know, like
he would send you to hell over $20.
Right? Like, is he going to say like, yeah, like one time the Pope paid for my meal and I said, I'll get you next time. And I never did that. And I never had any intention of doing it. But the meal was like McDonald's. You know, like it was $8.
Yeah.
He bought me a McDouble.
Purgatory for like a couple of years.
Which level of hell is that going down? I feel like, does it get worse or better, I guess, if you owe like, you know, the Pope, and then you owe a cardinal, and then you owe a bishop, and then you owe a priest.
Oh yeah, like if you owe the Pope, you're definitely getting
like $20 for the Pope. It's like, you know, that's kind of a big deal. You owe the cardinal $100. Kind of a big deal.
Maybe you were a little greedy asking the Pope for some money.
Right.
So like you're going to that's like immediate level 2 hell.
Yeah, so does like the amount that you need to owe the guy from the church go up as you go down in the hierarchy
Right,
of the
like
church?
it's like owing $20 to the Pope is the same as owing like
$5,000 to your priest.
like 500 to the to a cardinal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or like a 150 to the cardinal.
So what we're trying to say here is there's a monetary level that you can use to level these holy men out. I want to ask a priest that now. There's like I want to go into a church and be like, look, I've got a very weird question. Just indulge me for a minute. They'd say some gay shit like, well, all sins are equal in the eyes of God.
They'd say some dumb shit like, well, Pope Benedict the 18th actually did away with the doctrine of paying your way into heaven or whatever it was.
Indulgences.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's kind of fucked up.
You can't indulge anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Because,
which pope was it? Which pope allowed you guys to read the Bible?
I don't know. We don't believe in the Pope, so I don't know the popes that well.
Greek Catholic.
Yeah, so I don't.
You're like the weird Catholics.
Yeah, we don't have popes, so I don't know. I all I know is the Pope's fucking gay. All right.
I want to know what pope allowed the Catholics to read the Bible.
I feel like it was probably King James, since his name's on the thing. You know, like I feel like it probably wasn't the Pope. It was probably just King James. He wrote the fucking Bible. He rewrote it to suit his divorce needs, which, let's be honest, one of the sickest moves in all of history. Like,
I'm getting divorced.
Yeah, they're like, you can't do that. It says it in the Bible. And he's like,
no, it's Henry.
No, it's James, isn't it?
No,
then why
James wrote the King James Bible because
he was a good boy?
No, because in his time there was a scandal going around that he was gay. And
so he rewrote the Bible.
Yeah, so in order to prove that he wasn't gay, he basically was like, a gay man wouldn't
read the Bible.
He had that like, you know,
a gay man
fey energy.
He's got like Al's voice.
Yeah, a gay man wouldn't write the Bible, and then he had a bunch of monks write the Bible.
What fucking high school ass shit is that? Like you go like, you know, Jimmy? Yeah, I think he's gay. Yeah, well, would a gay man read the Bible? And you pull a Bible out of your backpack, and you're like, Jimmy,
I guess a gay man wouldn't do that.
It actually works. he's like, yeah. And then the camera pans out, and he's wearing like rainbow pants and like a pride, a pride shirt, and his hair's like fucking all fucked up and pink and
he's
blue.
Got a rainbow like
he's got a bow
sticker
in his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His notebook's got rainbow stickers.
Yeah. They're like, oh God, I don't know. He is reading the Bible. He like a big giant like black teenager walks up to him and like slaps him on the ass. And they puts his arm around him and they walk off together.
There goes that queer Jimmy.
Yeah.
Then this time queer meant weird.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. This was high school before modern English.
Before the genders.
Yeah, somehow there was still like a giant black guy there to slap his ass and walk off with him. But in that time, they would have called him a Moorish man.
Oh, yeah, this was like the 70s or whatever.
Yeah, yes, the 70s. Yes, yeah. Not the 1700s, the 70s. I sometimes like to think about how sodomy is still illegal here. And then I'm like, what decade would it have been if it did become legal? Like, what decade would that have happened? Would it have been the 70s? Would it have been like the free love movement of the 60s?
No, it would have been the same time Obama made it okay to be gay.
You know what? You're right. Why didn't it?
2015.
2015, Obama could have made sodomy legal. Wait a minute. Now I'm thinking about it, that means that sodomy is federally legal.
It was 2010.
Sodomy is federally legal, but it's not stately legal.
Yeah.
But federal trumps state law.
Kind of,
if you take it to the Supreme Court. So, oh God, does that mean, well, it works this way, right? There has to be a law saying that something is implicitly legal.
Or was it 2005? Who was president in 2005?
It was Obama, because it was right before Trump's first term was 2016. We had Obama, then Trump, then Biden, then Trump.
No,
isn't that the worst?
Obama came in president in 2008.
Yeah, he had 2 terms.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking when he left.
2005. Who was president in 2005?
George Bush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so yeah.
9/11 happened.
When was the gay bill passed?
2012 or something.
Oh,
it was
12.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was already married. I remember getting upset that like, not that I was already married, but that I didn't exist and date men during the time in which it was legal. Because that was always one of the things that made me be like, well, I don't know if I ever want to have like a long-standing relationship with a man.
You couldn't get married.
Yeah, I can't get married. I mean, they can't have children. You can't get married. The state won't authorize practically anything. If I'm dying in a hospital, they can't come see me.
Right.
You know, like just like all the regular fucked up civil things where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to live that way if the state's going to. And you know what? This is exactly what the Germans would have said about putting the Jews on the trains. They've been like, I don't want to live in a world where I have to stand up for these people. And I just want to be happy and live with a good economy.
Yeah.
Have my 2 children and my white picket fence. Maybe because, maybe what's going to happen here is I will be the one who the bombs are dropping on in Berlin. Because, it'll come back around. And then I will sit there and stare out the window and realize that I gave up my values.
So what are you going to do when, like, when they do the draft and like the guy knocks on your door, he's like, all right, you got to go to Iran?
Probably just be like, like lift up my pant leg and be like, you're sure there's not anything that I can do to get out of this? Maybe we should spend some time together, talk this over.
So maybe you should come in for some tea, officer.
You should come in, and you should come in for some tea. He's like, well, I mean, like, if you say so. He like walks in the house, I close the door, and I just pull out a gun and I shoot him in the head. Dude,
that's a very Sopranos moment.
I was gonna say that would be a good movie scene, wouldn't it? Like, that's a good opener for a movie. Just like woman or man who is
Breaking Bad type TV show.
Yeah, or like The Wire, where it'd be like, because you'd have to do it like this. It would have to be like Christopher Walken or something is like playing the soldier. And then getting him into the house is like a huge ordeal.
Right.
Like the scene's like maybe 5 minutes long.
Ooh, you know what? This could just be an opening to an episode of NCIS.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it would. Or like a cop training video,
Yeah.
It would.
The way it would open if it was NCIS would just be like, it would be like one of those like, who are those people who like tell you like your son's died?
Black people?
No. Anyways, those military guys who tell you that, hey, your son or daughter who's in the military died.
Yeah, they come up with like a folded flag.
Yeah,
with your
and
remains
in this case, it is in fact a black guy because we're
because
like
it's from Mississippi. Yeah. So yeah, it is a black guy. Has nothing to do with his race, but
but it's just,
it was just a 50-50 chance.
He just got the role on the fact that he's a skilled actor.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic.
Anyways, so like, yeah, he would answer the
Maricarus, I think was his name.
I don't remember.
Okay,
but the dad would open the door and he'd tell him the whole bit.
Yeah,
and then that'd be like, oh, I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Step inside and
he'd be like,
me.
He'd be like, were you in his platoon or something? And he'd be like, yeah.
Tell me a story.
Tell me how he died.
And like step inside and have a drink. And that's where.
Yeah. He goes. He's like, oh, have a drink. He's like, oh, where do I sit? He's like, oh, anywhere. And just pulls out a gun and pops him in the back of the head. And then the other guy turns, like, what the fuck? And he just pops him 3 times in the chest.
Yeah. And then that's when it's revealed that this guy wasn't actually the guy's dad, but he'd killed the guy's dad because the guy's dad was a senator.
He's the T-1000. He's a
yeah.
He molds into liquid metal and then shapes into like, oh, who would be a good one to be? Danny DeVito, just turns into Danny DeVito and then walks outside, throws the gun in the bushes. What are they gonna do? Get his fingerprints? They can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what's this guy's deal? What's he doing here? Why is he shooting these people? And then you learn that he's been sent back in time. Oh, he's been sent back in time. It's the T-1000. He's come back in time again.
And
but this
he's
time
undercover as Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he's undercover as Danny. He spends most of the movie as like Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
and so that people like underestimate him, right?
Right.
But he can like turn his fucking mouth into a blade and shit.
Oh, and he's come back in time to help an office worker because this is a very 90s movie.
Okay, yeah.
He's helping this guy who made a wish on a star.
Okay, yeah.
To get with the secretary at this company he works for.
Okay, and it turns out that she's like the grandmother of John Connor or something. And he's like, yeah, I have to defend you because, they're going to come back in time and kill you.
Right.
Yeah, but now it's one where like the liquid Terminator is like supporting the main cast.
And the things that come back in time are not other Terminators. They're...
Oh, it's just people? It's just dudes who are good at killing Terminators?
That'll kill our ratings, dude.
Yeah, okay,
It's mutant...
It's something Marvel, like something fucking weird,
Yeah, mutant beavers.
Mutant beaver. Okay, I mean, I was gonna say like dinosaurs or something. Something that you could sell to the kids. How are you gonna sell beavers to the children?
It's more of a for the parents thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like a vagina joke.
Yeah. So okay. The kid will have a character scream like, "Ah, man, that's an angry beaver."
Two Angry Beavers, dude?
Yeah.
You remember Two Angry Beavers?
Dude,
yeah. That's what's playing on the television in the living room when he like shoots
It'll
those
be like
two.
An Easter egg.
Yeah. I kind of don't. That is what you'd have to do. It'd have to be like a swarm of things, right?
Yeah.
Because like he's made out of liquid. What do?
And danger is not really the beavers eating you. It's that they're eating their way to the core of the earth.
Oh, and they're just gonna take the whole place out.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that? Do they not need the planet? They're
who knows these beavers' machinations?
Yeah, that's when you find out that the Terminator Skynet actually came from Mars.
Yeah,
actually, and it flew all the way here in a ship. It's been sitting in low orbit for the past 40 years, and nobody's been able to detect it. Or actually, they have, and it's that black horse whatever thing, the dark horse thing that's in the sky.
Dark horse nebula.
Yeah, is that what it is? There's like a thing floating in low orbit in space and nobody knows what it is. It's just a black object. And
it's Planet X.
No, it's very much closer than Planet X. I'm talking about it's in the atmosphere of the Earth. It's up there with like satellites and shit. And like and nobody knows what it is.
Dude, it's just my dick.
Your dick's black?
Yours not?
May I see it?
No.
Well, that's the podcast, folks. I can't remember the lines.
Of
the Skinner Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're telling me your dick is black in this place, in this time of the year.
In this state? In this country? Yes.
Can I see it?
Can I see it?
No.
I just don't remember what comes after that. I think he just gets up and says...
His name? Oh, Skinner?
Yeah, it's Principal Skinner and then Superintendent.
Skinner! Your dick's all burning! Not now, mother!
Not now, mother! The dicks are on fire! Yeah, that's a YouTube poop somebody needs to make. Just go ahead. That exists already. Yeah. That's one of those things where I'm like, that exists. There's out there somebody that's like just... made that happen.
I like the ones where they basically take a video game dialogue wheel or something and like translate the video into that.
Yeah, I like the ones in real life that are like Oblivion NPC dialogue.
Oh yeah,
those are some of my favorite videos. Like old lady coming up to the car, she goes, "Go to the judge and get some fudge."
Some people get really good at like doing those ragdoll physics.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's fucking amazing. People doing ragdoll, and also there's people now that can like emulate that look of AI where like things are warping and weird.
Yeah.
I love that. One of my favorite things that I've seen on the internet, and I don't even know what their name is, but it's on like TikTok and stuff, and like they make this type of content where it's very dreamlike. And the scene is constantly changing. Like they'll, like something will happen and then a guy will knock on the door and he'll be like, "Oh, you want to go to the restaurant?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me put on my pants first." And he like opens the window or something. He's like, "Dude, that's not where your pants are." He turns around and goes, "What?" And then he turns back around and he's like, the window is like a McDonald's window or something. And they're like, "What do you want?" Like there's just this weird dreamlike quality.
Yeah.
That I really, really enjoy. Because that works really well. I find that I was talking to Kira about this the other day. That works really well for both humor and for horror. Like, that's what Silent Hill does.
Right, it gives you a very dreamlike place to...
Yeah.
Backrooms did that well, too.
Does it? I want to watch that. I might watch that tonight.
It's good. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the new Silent Hill movie, the Return to Silent Hill. It's based on Silent Hill 2, and it was it's so weird. I don't want to say it's bad because like on an artistic level, it's very bad. Like it looks bad, the CG is bad, but I can tell that like somebody really cared about it and they just didn't have a lot of budget.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird because somebody who made it obviously cared a lot for like the material or something. Like they used a lot of stuff, they changed some things around, made it work better for a movie. They were very familiar with what they were doing. It wasn't a good movie, but I feel like it's going to get credit in like 10 to 15 years for doing what it did. And I feel like there's not a lot of movies you can say that about.
Sorry, I was watching.
Yeah, I see. She's just like, yeah, she's trying to make a soft spot, dude. That's what dogs do when they're trying to find like make like a soft spot to lay on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Doing
And what was this movie called that you're talking about?
Return to Silent Hill. It's based on Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not good. I mean, I would never recommend it to somebody, but
right. But like if you're a fan of Silent Hill,
if you're a fan of Silent Hill, there's some scenes you could watch on YouTube that would be like real, that are just worth it.
I think I've heard of this.
Return to Silent. I mean, like it's the third Silent Hill movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if you never watched the first one,
No.
the first one's sick. Like it's at this point, it's like a classic horror movie because it's not great, but the stuff that it does do is like they did a lot of practical stuff, a lot of practical effects.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you like movies, they do a lot of cool stuff. Like to make Pyramid Head big, at one point a scene, Pyramid Head has to come up some stairs, pick up a lady, and then rip her skin off with one hand.
Wow.
Yeah. So to make Pyramid Head look big, they follow him over the shoulder and he picks the lady up, and then it goes to another scene where you see him from like the front.
Yeah.
And then you don't see the lady's face, and they swap the lady out with a child. So he looks fucking massive. And then he like just rips her skin off, and it looks really cool. Like a lot of making a Silent Hill movie is going to be getting the look right and then getting the feel right.
Right.
That dream-like quality. And I don't think that Americans are very good at it.
No, we suck at it.
Yeah, we're good at Jason.
We're good at like realistic stuff.
We are, yeah. We're good at like, I think it's because a lot of our dudes have seen war, you know?
Yeah.
Like we make really good war movies because a lot of dudes have like actually seen it and they're like, yeah,
well,
no.
and also we have like, I just feel like because our like education and stuff like that's like on the downtrend, honestly.
Yeah,
we have
it
like
is.
less imagination. So like all
I wonder
all
about
we
that
can
sometimes.
do is like realism.
Have you seen that movie, that Japanese movie about the girl who like goes to her grandparents' house, and as the movie progresses, her grandparents are acting weird, and then she finds out that there's like a guy in their attic that they have to torture because one of the rules of the world is that there's only enough like happiness to go around. Like there's only enough like joy to go around, and if you don't destroy someone, then like there's not enough and you'll all be miserable.
Ooh,
right?
I didn't see this.
Right. So the movie becomes that, and then she is like the one human being on the planet that doesn't understand this concept. And it's very Japanese. Like it's the horror is, what if everybody was lying to you your entire life, you know, and you were gaslit, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's this some big truth about the world.
In a way, we kind of were, weren't we? Because like in a
You
way,
mean with like the Catholic priests being pedophiles?
well, yes.
Okay.
But I'm talking about like in a way when we were growing up, a lot of movies and stuff were like targeting to us being like, you'll change the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they want to instill an idea in you that you can do things just in case you're going to be one of those people that actually can. You know? Like me and fucking... What's a movie that did that? What's a movie that was like, you know, if you try hard enough, you can do anything? Like fucking children's movies. Like Land Before Time, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
Land Before Time.
anything that's like a fucking like going on a trip, you know?
The Great Panda Adventure.
The Great Panda Adventure. You
Yeah,
know
dude,
what? So here's what I'm saying. The difference, the problem is both I and Zoran Mamdani have seen The Great Panda Adventure. I have done nothing with my life. He became the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
he's younger than you.
No, we're the same age.
Oh.
Yeah. I looked that up today because my mom was like, how old is he? And I was like, I think he's like my age.
Did you see that another DSA person won like a big,
I did, yeah,
big
yeah.
race?
Yeah, my mother is like, My mother was like we had a real conversation about it. We usually can't do this stuff because my dad has very strong feelings about this.
Right.
Like the only thing that he feels like more strongly about is black people. And the only thing my mother feels more strongly about is dogs. But we talked about like she was being honest and saying like, she's scared that not in her lifetime and not maybe even in my lifetime, but in my children's lifetime, that these Muslims that are coming over here will like change our culture to the point to where we will have less liberties. And I was like, that's really a matter of like pessimism versus optimism, isn't it? Because like, yes, that there's no reason that couldn't happen. It's just, do you think that those people's children will hold the same values that they do?
Yeah. Also, why, if it's not going to happen in yours or your child's life, why care?
I don't know if I kind of get where you're coming from because I don't care about anybody's lifestyle, lifetime. It's irrelevant completely. My own, yours, Kira's, my mother's.
Right.
So yeah, there's a nihilistic angle that you could take to this. It'd say, who cares in the first place? Let the Muslims overrun the country. They did it to Spain. We'll just have a crusade and we'll run them out. Send them all back to Africa or wherever they came from.
Somebody will.
That's what I told her. I was like, look, if that really happens, then you'll get it'll be war. You'll have a war and then it'll be Spain all over again. You'll run the Muslims out of Spain. And then if it's not.
Maybe we'll just learn to coexist.
That's what I told her. I was like, I think these people are just going to be like everybody else's, first generation immigrants. They get here. They don't speak the language very well. They're a different religion. Like the Vietnamese in Mississippi. Like I had a guy that his name was Vincent, that I went to high school with. His name was Vincent and he was Vietnamese. His parents didn't speak very good English, but they were like members of the community, and he spoke perfect English. He understood American memes and ideals and social norms, and they didn't. And that's like, I think that's what's just going to happen. These people's children are going to, you'll be slaves, but your children will be Romans. It's just that.
Yeah.
I think that's the American dream now.
Well, and like, I always find it so stupid. I generally find a lot of this xenophobia stuff stupid just because literally growing up, quite literally, you hear about like, we're the melting pot. We take other people's cultures, we like fold it in. It becomes America does not have a culture. There is no fucking American culture. Our culture is taking everyone else's culture and combining it
into a thing. Yeah, we're kind of like the burrito of cultures.
Yeah,
we do have some American culture. Like we've got action movies and stuff.
Sure.
Like we've got stuff.
I guess like
guns, action movies.
80s stuff is kind of like a cultural thing at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
But
like hair metal movies, like our culture is our artistic output.
Even then, a lot of that was also influenced by like Japanese stuff.
Sure, it was. Like Yojimbo inspired fucking every fucking movie ever made.
Yeah.
It's not completely without precedent though. It's not like there never has been a situation in which a large group of people went into another country and then the country's ideals changed drastically very quickly. It's not like that never happened. It's just that when it happened, usually there was far more violence than just people coming and then they run for, office or something.
Yeah, it's true.
And people say that the United States is like, or like people like you or me would be like, oh, the United States, these people are racist, like they're Islamophobic or whatever we want to call it. But on the world stage, the United States is by and large the least racist country. Like you go to any other country and then they are proudly racist about things. Like you can tell a Chinese man.
Depends on how you're using that sentence. Americans, I would say in large, Americans generally aren't too bigoted or racist in comparison to a lot of countries out in Europe.
Our culture is a lot less racist.
But America, very racist country. Like we
not any more than any others are.
No,
really.
no. I mean, we actively do go out of our way to make it to where, for example, black people can't live outside red line districts.
But that's very normal all across the world.
I don't know if that's true.
It is. I mean, there's
Like, for example,
districting of races is like so common that it even
Like,
happens in like Russia.
Okay.
It happens in Russia.
Yeah, I
it happens
guess
in
you're
China.
right. Yeah.
The United States has this weird thing right now of we hate being called racist. Where we'll bend over backwards if you call us racist. But if you call like a Chinese man racist and you're like, what the fuck's your racist ass problem hating Vietnamese people? He'd be like, Vietnamese people are fucking dogs, you fucking retard. And then he'll spit on you and then tell you to get out of his fucking shop.
Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing illegal about that or like that's culturally acceptable.
Well, I don't know. Like, for example, Europe, you couldn't do that.
Europe is one of the few places where it's like the Western countries, you know, like you can't do that in France. You're probably not going to be able to do it in England. You could do it in Poland. You know, the more east you get, the more openly racist people are with like almost no. And the weird part is, I hate to say this, a lot of them have very good reasons to be racist. Like they usually hate like one specific demographic who came over here and killed a lot of their family.
Well, it's also, I disagree, but only in the way like it's always the most bullshit reasons of like
the rape of Nanking.
Well, it's like the same thing people like in America complain about, where it's like, yeah, like 1,000 years ago, your
ancestors were colonists.
Your maybe ancestor raided this village, and now I hate you. And
it's one of those. That's tired though. That one's tired, but like that's not the same thing in the rest of the world. The rest of the world, like China hates fucking Taiwan because they became Taiwan like 50 years ago.
Well, China hates Taiwan because they still claim to be the actual
they
legal
actually
China.
claim to be China. Yes. So like the Chinese people hate the Taiwanese people because that's a very fresh wound. That was only 50 years ago, you know?
Right.
Like rape of Nanking was what, the 1940s? Was it during World War II?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
it was like 80 or 90
like they
years
feel
ago.
about Japanese people the way that we probably feel about what? I guess just like Afghani people.
I mean, yeah, no.
Or the Civil War is probably not a bad way of putting it.
Because that's only like 190 years.
Because there's there's a real divide in America that I think that people here that don't live here don't understand or think about. Like there is a huge divide between people in the North and the South and the dispositions between the two people.
Oh yeah, well it's because Reconstruction failed.
Yeah, you get as far west of how far you think you get west before you start running into people who like agree with the North. You think you get as far as Arizona?
Oh, you get to the Midwestern states. No, Arizona agree with.
I'm talking about all
South.
the way at the bottom. Like, all the way at the bottom row of the United States.
Past Arizona for sure.
Past Arizona? The only thing that's past Arizona is California.
Nah, that's not true.
No, it's Nevada. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so
you have to get into Nevada.
So Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, then California. Which one you think you're getting to Nevada before you start hearing people are like, yeah, the North was right, that kind of thing? Yeah, that's probably right. Is it divided more than like a moon and a sun, where there's like a crescent going from like LA all the way around the top and like over to New York?
Kind of.
Yeah, and then like a cutout at the bottom, kind of with Florida in there. And
Florida's
there's like
weird though.
Florida is weird. Florida's and that's why they're a powerhouse like they are. They are like a true weird melting pot of like.
Well, it's because they have like it's because the north like west of Florida is all.
It's a very
it's just
different
swamp,
state.
Mississippi.
Yeah, it's just a different state, dude. Entirely.
And then like half northeast.
It's just Georgia.
Like south northeast. No, south northeast is like essentially.
Oh,
slightly more Republican California.
Yeah, south northeast. Yeah, it's like beach territory.
Yeah,
like where there's like the beaches and Disney and shit.
Yeah.
When you get down there into the middle of Florida, Florida's fucking weird. Is Florida it's a red state, isn't it? Is it not a swing state?
I think right now it's a red state.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if Florida was ever a swing state.
Yeah, it was like during Bush.
Was it? Okay.
Because like that's the reason.
Oh yeah, that was the reason they did the recount. That was like a huge thing. A lot of people are probably too young to remember that. I wonder if you're too young to remember that. You remember the big deal with the recount for Bush?
I remember it went to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, and it was who was the other guy?
Al
Gore. Yeah, and then it was. I remember thinking to myself, if you can do a recount, that just kind of implies that you think that they didn't do it right the first time, or it just seems disingenuous to do a recount. But I guess
Florida is no longer a swing state.
Is it? Okay. Nope. I'm not too surprised. Marco Rubio is in charge of Florida. I mean, like he's one of
it's the other guy. It's
Is it not Marco Rubio?
Nah.
I thought Marco Rubio was the guy. I thought he's the guy who's up for the Republican ticket. Him and JD Vance. You know?
Yeah, but Marco Rubio's on like a cabinet guy.
Is he?
It's
Okay.
Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis
is the governor of Florida.
Okay. What was Marco Rubio the prior governor of Florida? Was that his thing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong guy. What does Marco Rubio
He's
look
the
like?
Secretary of State. Looks like a ghoul.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking about. He was
He kind
definitely
of looks like a vampire, actually.
He does. I had let him suck my blood. He looks like the fucking Bram Stoker's Dracula.
He does.
He looks like the who was the guy that had like the fucking widow's peak haircut? He looks like that guy.
Dracula.
He looks like Dracula Flow. I wonder how much it would cost to get Marco Rubio to read some Dracula Flow for us.
I'm trying to. I don't know if he did anything before becoming secretary.
It's just so weird. I don't like the idea that like when I hear about racism in America, and then
Oh, he was a senator.
he was a senator from
He was
Florida.
representing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't like that when I hear about racism in America and then like how bad racism is in America, and then I think to myself like of what's happening in like Israel. You know, like I'm like, yeah, racism is a problem everywhere. Racism isn't good. It's a huge problem. People are divided by race more than they are by class because people above them tell them to hate each other. And then you've got like legitimate bullshit like what's happening in Israel and Palestine. Like that, like systemic genocide racism.
Well, you got to think the reason you're hearing about like how America could do better is because you live in America.
That's right.
And we
It's
can't,
true.
as Americans currently, there's nothing we can do about Israel unless like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you find 1 million people to go over there and do something about it.
It's also, I think
The only thing we can do currently here is try to change
what we have. Yeah. It's weird to me to think that like, oh, there's this idea that like, that racism is alive and whatever. And then it feels like people are trying to convince me every day of my life that like every Republican is a racist.
Wow.
You know, like, but my dad's a Republican and my dad fucking loves black people. Like,
when people say that, though, they're talking about the people in charge.
the systemic, yeah, they're talking about the system, the Republican system.
I mean, like, the problem about it is that what the lower voters don't, in my opinion, understand, and I think the real problem is the parties aren't like responsible to the voters at all.
No, they're not.
And so, like, the only people you see in charge, with the exception of a few Democrats these days, because you have the DSA trying to take over the Democrat Party, it seems like, or try to at least radicalize
Doing
it more.
something, yeah.
Is for the longest time, it's just people who own businesses, CEOs, or like lawyers who like do business law, become representatives, become cabinet members, become presidents.
I have seen that time and time again. Even like in working in the government, I've seen that like before my very eyes.
It's just people who own businesses or operate in the business sphere.
You know what though? The guys that own the business and then do really well and don't do that, those are always like the best people. Like they're just like, no, I just want to sell jackets, you know?
Right.
Like the clothing store in Tupelo where you bought your suit. Like that man's he used to be the mayor of Tupelo, the guy who owned it. Used to be the mayor of Tupelo, and then after that was done, he was just like, I'm going back to selling clothes, you know? Like, he didn't try to be a senator. He didn't try to be the governor. He was just trying to help his city. Then once that was done, he went right back to what he was doing and what he loved.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, right? Like, I was like,
those
are always the best people.
the guy who wants to serve his community.
I feel like senators just aren't that. It's so unlikely that you're going to get somebody who's a seated senator.
Yeah, they're not, because
you have to have so much money. You gotta have so much fucking money.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a system in place.
Yeah, it's almost like it's systemic.
Is perpetuating that a certain class of people forever stay on top.
Did you see that video?
That a certain class on the bottom never get into power.
Did you see that video of that senator who is like talking about like somebody said like senators shouldn't get paid as much because they get paid like $200,000 a year, and it was like, okay, well, defend this, and he was like, all right, so as a sitting senator, I have to spend a lot of time going back and forth between my state and Washington, D.C. very regularly. So that means I have to have 2 homes. I have to eat in a place that's very, very unaffordable, the most unaffordable place in the country. I have to get hotels in the most unaffordable place in the country. And then I have to come back and I have to pay for all the stuff that I come back to while I'm gone. So like $200,000 like barely cuts it for me because he's getting on planes like every other day.
All I can say is this guy's good at lying because I have a solution to all that shit. State-funded receipts, my man. Also, no bullshit on that because they do also get their fucking money back with their receipts and shit. I know that for a fact.
You're talking about per diem.
But like
per diem specifically for like foods and stuff.
You have a state house, that you
prefer state housing.
Yeah,
like state housing for representatives.
Give them state housing.
Yeah, put it on fucking military bases.
You don't even have to do that. Just give them like state housing.
No, you'd be way too much of a fucking target if you just gave them regular state housing.
Like they fucking did in like the fucking 1700s. You just built.
Yeah, I know.
You just built the guy. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna become the mayor, and they're like, cool, we're gonna build you a house. And you're like, I got a house, guys. You don't have to. And they're like, nah, man, too late. We already build
you a house.
Or it's like no, when you fucking first land, it's like one of the first things you build is the mayor house, and then you build all the other settlement stuff. And like somebody's like, I guess when I become mayor, I gotta stop living in my house. I gotta go live in
the mayor house.
Yeah, I gotta go live in the mayor house.
It's true. I mean, I guess that's why we have the White House. But like senators, and congressmen,
it should do the same thing.
You think they should have like
just make it like a slightly smaller house?
A black house.
Yeah.
Why no black house? There you go. So the Republicans will be happy because it's smaller than the White House. See? And I mean, like some people say, like 6 inches approximately, but I mean, like I think that's pretty, that's pretty big.
It's average.
It's average,
But yeah, just give them state housing.
I feel like you're way too much of a target in like state housing. If I was like a congressman, I'd be uncomfortable living in the house that has been assigned to me. It means like everybody knows where I am 24/7. Like I guess you could give the place guards and everything, but that's just like painting a target on my back. I would rather live on the military base.
Why are you worried about a target being on your back?
Because I feel like being a congressman or a senator is one of those situations where you will be famous and hated regardless of what you do.
Yeah, see, I'm of the belief that like if you're in that position where you're in the power of being a congressman, if you're doing things that like basically is good for the people you're representing, there is no need to worry about. I
don't think so.
As Castro said, you have the the bulletproof vest of the people. Basically,
I would agree with that in a world without free journalism. In the United States, I don't think that's true because the press can spin anything into a reason to shoot you. They can make you look however they want.
It's true.
You can do whatever you want. Like Castro had the benefit of having a state media, and he had full control over the media in his country. So there was no situation in which people were hearing about how Castro was spending too much time in a certain state building with another senator or like one of his cabinet members. And like the Mitch McConnell thing, like nobody ever would have known that Mitch McConnell wasn't sitting in the Congressional Hall if it were in Cuba, because they would never say that on television in Cuba.
Yeah.
In the United States, I've seen people that I think were like good, upstanding people be demonized by like Zoran Mamdani. In my opinion, I haven't seen anything that I'm like, that should get you shot. But I guarantee you there are people out there where Fox News has convinced them that he deserves to be shot.
New York Post daily
it's just, I mean, that's why I don't want us all. That's why I don't want to work in fucking, I don't want to live in state housing, dude. Like, you might as well paint my name on the front of my house and put a giant picture of my face out front and say, fucking shoot me. The giant target on my head. Like, put me on the military base. At least I'm defended by the military.
Okay, maybe put on the military base. But
Americans are fucking crazy, dude. We're assholes. Like,
true.
All it takes is like one bad news coverage and like some dude is sitting waiting for you on the golf course with an AR.
Oh, did you see? Apparently, the Marine one almost had a close call with a plane.
Saw that. Yeah, they arrested the guy.
Nah, I don't know.
It was like
they said there was no chance of collision, so it wasn't like that big of a deal.
Oh wait, we're talking about two different things. What happened?
Apparently, like Marine One, like when it was taking off, got into the supposed path of a flight path of a plane, but like there wasn't chance of collision, so it was kind of a clickbaity article.
Oh yeah,
but it was like apparently there was a close call.
I thought you were talking about the FBI like arrested some dude who was like found with a bunch of guns. He was basically just going to do the golf course shooting thing again, but he was going to try to do it from like range. And they caught his ass, and he had so much on him.
Yeah.
He just had the dude was like decked out.
I feel like every other day we're hearing about like Trump having a near-death experience.
I see, and I wonder if that is because the media is like, this is going to get views, right? Like this is big shit.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they just figured that out in 2016 when Trump became president, because he made numbers for their television. Like all they had to do was just put him on TV. It
makes you wonder the ratio between like
different presidents.
Well, no. It makes you wonder the percentage of like what are definite assassination attempts and what are just his like bullshit actor attempts that were like.
You mean like false flag operations?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you don't have to do them when you're president. I feel like it's natural that somebody's going to try to kill you.
I feel like he's enough of like a like theatrical president that he does. There's like
I don't see what it would what benefit you would get out of it.
For him, it makes him look like an unstoppable leader.
Yeah, but he already does that with everything else.
Well, like I mean, look at him. That's all he wants.
Yeah, but
that's all he ever does.
Is it worth putting out there that like you are worth shooting on television in front of everybody's eyes just so that you can look unstoppable by a bullet and warn and ask somebody else to do it
for him,
in real life?
Because he's like a strongman leader type.
Yeah,
he wants to look invincible.
I mean, I'm sure that he does, but I hate to tell him, but the man's 86. You know, like he doesn't look invincible. He looks like a sack of skin wrapped around bones he looks like death.
Have you seen the conspiracy theory about like his ear?
That they didn't get shot or something? Yeah. That's an old conspiracy theory. I don't like that one because people behind him died, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to believe that the people behind him died and he didn't get clipped in the ear, you know? Because that would heavily imply that he just let people behind him die.
Oh, I fully
And not only that, he had someone shoot at him and trusted them so much that they would be able to hit the people behind him and not himself. Like,
it's true.
I don't see.
He's a bit of an ask.
He's a narcissist, and I don't think that you could get any narcissist up on a pulpit and say, "I'm going to shoot at you, and I'm going to miss just barely, just enough." Like that's just too much to ask for a narcissist.
Some people, like some of them, is like it's not that they didn't even get close. They're saying like it was like a blood packet thing.
Oh yeah, it's a squib. Yeah. I understand. I mean, I don't even. Like I said, I don't like that because people behind him died. I feel like it's much easier just to believe that a dude shot.
But you like the
9/11
ones?
I don't like them. My dad did. Oh, do you mean that I like the fact that they took down the? Yeah, of course I like the fact that they took down the towers.
Yeah,
I also like the fact
George Bush theory.
Yeah, I do, and I believe that Donald Trump got shot in the ear. It makes me happy to see America fall, Will. And so, like any situation in which there's something awful happening to Americans, I mean, I'm going to be here for it. You ever seen Mississippi Burning? My favorite movie, dude.
Did you see there's wildfires right now?
Yeah, I did. It's did you see the fucking idiot? Some idiot on Reddit was like, "What's going on here on the map, on the radar? What is this hot signature?" He was talking about Mississippi, and they were like, "It's a fire, you fucking retard." like what are you talking about? Like, couldn't you just look up and be like, like the first thing that you should think is, "Wow, that area's really hot. I wonder if there's a fire." No, what? Like, I swear to God, this data center concept is frying people's minds. People are like, "Oh, it's hot there. There must be a data center there." And I'm like, no, data center puts off a lot of heat, but like
we have a Bitcoin mining place where, in the town I'm living next to.
Do you? That's cool.
And yeah, I liked, because I read in the paper, they were like, this is not like this is different.
Yeah, this is not a data center.
It does not use as much power.
Yeah, do not burn our place down, please.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm an optimist. I say throw them data centers up. maybe them data centers will help us figure out a way to stop the fucking
bubble.
data center.
I find it funny that China keeps poking the AI bubble by just releasing open source AIs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem with AI right now is AI is referencing itself for things.
Yeah, it's it's also just like it doesn't do it. It's useless. It doesn't do anything.
That's bullshit. I use it for everything.
You shouldn't do that. There are studies that are like
I don't care. I don't tell it anything that I give a shit about. I use it for fucking everything, dude. I count calories with it. I ask it how to help me repair my car. It helped me. I repaired my own car with no help whatsoever, just by
I'm
asking
reading
it.
the paper.
It helped me.
Guy explodes after using.
I rebuilt guitar amps. I learned how to cut wood perfectly.
It's effectively just like a little. It's like you could do the same thing with Siri.
Yeah, but you can't. You can't do it with Siri. Siri won't
AI, look me up this model number blueprints.
No. You'll just be like, hey, what is this? And then it'll
slightly more
search.
Advanced Siri.
No, it's slightly more advanced Google. It's like having a person that can read everything on the first page of Google really fucking fast and then give you what the answer is. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have fixed a computer issue with ChatGPT. ChatGPT taught me how to use After Effects. It taught me how to use Audition. It taught me how to use Reaper. I have learned more since ChatGPT became a thing than I did in the 10 years prior to that. It's so good for learning shit, especially if it's a thing that you're passionate about and you want to learn a skill or a trade. It's super good.
Well, you would be in the minority. By the way, speaking of minority, that you
Black people?
No.
So I'm not black, is what you're telling me. You think I'm not?
No.
I've got vitiligo.
My brother?
My bad. So I will
DuckDuckGo made sunglasses that do fucking nothing.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they sold out.
Yeah. I wonder if I read that headline and I was like, what do you mean they do nothing?
Yeah, they just don't do anything.
Are they just
sunglasses?
Yeah, they're just sunglasses. I was like, they're sunglasses that do nothing. So I'm like, so they're sunglasses that block the sun?
I was making fun of the Meta glasses.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Everyone's like, you're a creep if you wear these.
My thought process was, what is the implication? What is the DuckDuckGo made sunglasses that don't do anything?
Because they're trying to set themselves up as the anti-AI company, even though they have optional AI.
I don't use them personally, but I use the Brave as a browser, and it's the best browser I've used in 20 years.
Yeah.
Brave is just so much better. It's if you want to watch YouTube and never see another ad in your fucking life, get Brave. Every time YouTube patches it and tries to get around it, they just release another build in 5 minutes, and you just update your browser and you're back to watching YouTube. You don't have ads. There's no pop-ups, nothing. You can get rid of elements on pages. It's fucking sick. I love it.
Sick. And it has its own VPN, right?
Yeah, it comes with a VPN that you can use. It's just, I don't know, it's great. I love it. The moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Yeah.
If I could replace a lot of my body,
if you could be one of those guys, if we lived in a cyberpunk book or whatever, you'd be one of those guys who would have the VR headset plugged into
Ghost in the Shell
a thing, and you'd just be perpetually in your VR chair.
I'd be a diver from Cyberpunk the bathtub full of ice.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was that their body was working as the processor, and then they would overheat.
They had to because their brain would fry.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I figured as much. My dad watched Cyberpunk with me, and he was like, "What the fuck why are there so many women in bathtubs with ice?" And I was like, "I think it's implying that they're robots and they get too hot,
Yeah.
So you just sit in fucking ice."
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. God damn, her tits look amazing in that show.
Season 2's coming out.
I know. I don't like the character designs.
October?
Have you seen the character designs?
Yeah.
I hate them, dude.
I like 2 of them.
One of them looks like weird off-brand Sasuke.
And one of them looks
like off-brand Bato from Ghost in the Shell.
Is that the blonde guy?
Yeah, the
I like that one
big
too.
Blonde, the
Those
big
are the
guy
2 I like.
He's shaped like a rectangle.
Yeah.
I don't like the fucking one of the girls got fucking Love Hime fucking antennas on her face. It looks like maybe it is. Is it a different studio or is it still Trigger?
It's still Trigger.
Why did Trigger make good designs for the first show and then decide to go fucking, I don't know, like 90s anime with the designs for the second season? They get like a different guy?
Maybe. I mean, maybe they wanted to invoke a different feeling.
You know, if that's what they're going for, good for them. If it comes down to like we wanted to go for something more anime-y, because Edge Runners was more realism than it was like anime
What's
tropes.
the longest movie do you think you could sit down for?
I've sat down for some long movies. I mean, okay, what's the rules here? Do I get to like, does that mean like I can't go piss?
Yeah, you can't get up.
Okay.
No pausing.
Okay, no pausing. Can I have like a bottle to piss in or something?
We'll just say like you're at a theater.
At a theater?
Theater rules.
But at a theater, I can get up and go pee.
You can.
Is there an intermission?
There's a guard at the door with a gun.
Assuming there's an okay. Okay, yeah. The usher has a gun, and so does the janitor.
In fact, at the projector screen,
there's a sniper. Yeah, there's
if he sees you get up,
yeah. If
you shoot your dick off.
Okay. Is there an intermission?
No.
Okay, because that's gonna change the answer a bit. Because I could probably live through a real long movie if there was an intermission.
Yeah, no intermission.
I'm going to say probably
it's
about
a Stanley Kubrick film.
4.5 hours, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I could probably watch a 4.5 hour film without having to get up to pee. Wait, okay. Other rules. Can I soil myself? Does it matter if I just sit there and piss myself in this scenario? Does that count?
Since we know your answer for that not being the case, we'll do a double and say, yeah, you could soil yourself.
I could probably watch like an 8-hour movie if I could piss myself. Because
Yeah.
I have sat on you've got to think of it this way. How many times have you sat and watched nothing but Game of Thrones episodes in order?
I have.
They're an hour long.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So if you watched 8 of them in a day, you've done that. You just got up to pee in the middle of it, and
That's
somebody
true.
fed you.
Yeah.
So if you're just blocking out the time, you're like, "This is my no piss Game of Thrones hours." Real. What would your girlfriend do if she was like, you were like, "I'm doing this thing, I'm going to a theater, and it's an 8-hour movie, and if I get up to piss, they shoot me. But if I get out there and I last the 8 hours without pissing myself, I get $50,000."
She probably told me not to do it.
See, that's why women bring men down. You know, I wanted to be a cop, wanted to be a detective. My wife, my mother's like, "You'll get shot."
Yeah.
You want to go see an 8-hour movie for $50,000? She's like, "Don't. You'll get shot." Women truly do ruin the masculine side of our race. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Okay. Well, that's AnythingCast, folks. Thank you for listening. I'm Patrick.
We're not done yet.
Are we?
No.
Okay. We gonna
God,
kiss?
there's no news, dude.
Yeah, that's why I've been talking and not looking at my phone the entire show.
I've been looking at my phone the entire show. That's just like, oh, okay. That first of all,
You've been looking at. We've been going for an hour and 2 minutes. You've been looking at 45 minutes of the show. You've been looking.
Okay,
at your
well, it's
phone.
not my fault. Like the first half of this show, like we've been talking about nothing but like poo poo pee pee and.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is poo poo pee pee not? Is it not
and
mentally stimulating enough for your stone
squat.
ass? Not mentally stimulating enough from you, huh? What about I physically stimulate you, huh? How much come over here?
I was just looking to see if
Why don't you come over here? I'll suck your fucking dick, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Give me that thing.
Okay, let me unzip.
No.
Oh, that's the show.
Ah!